Thank you. Welcome back. Hi, it's Rudy. I'll be your game master for tonight. We have a couple of new players. We have lost a couple of our older players due to scheduling concerns, but we'll be coming back. This should be the last episode of the Gangs of Tenochtitlan. I've probably been murdering that pronunciation throughout. And moving on into the second part. But let's finish off the first part first. So for our two remaining gang members, you guys do the switch with Moto. He takes the hot armored car and gives you guys a Long Board Wagon, which you pile into and then make the long drive to Zihuatanejo. Do you guys do anything interesting on your drive to Zihuatanejo?
Trying to fly under the radar, mainly.
Anything else?
Nope.
You guys aren't there yet. All right, fair enough. Then insert driving montage here.
Laid back arm, out the window.
Drinking, eating, people switching seats.
I think Emma was taking a nap. She might have drooled a little bit on some of her.
When Emma was
because she fried her brain.
When Emma was not napping, she has been muttering to herself and has not let that canister out of her sight.
Este hijo de puta me lo quiere sacar. It's mine.
Finally, you guys make your way to Zihuatanejo, following the GPS marker given to you by Poet. As you sort of pass by the resorts and you go through sort of like touristy areas, you find yourself driving further and further away from that, down the coast, and you come upon what seems to be an ill-used carnival. It looks like it might be from the previous century. As you approach, you guys pull up in the longboard. A lone man in a suit is sort of leaning near the entrance as if he's waiting for someone. Does Wargen smoke, Seb?
No, or at least not right now.
Okay. He seems to be waiting patiently.
Takashida's, if we're all getting out to meet the guy, he's going to go invisible before we do that.
Sure. Do you want to roll it? Or you already rolled it? Is that it there?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
No drain.
Oh, there's one person missing. That's my bad.
I don't know if I'm there. I was invisible.
You are, but I'm hiding you because you're invisible. Harumi is not magical, correct? Are they also hiding? Mika?
Oh, sorry, Isa. Yeah.
Isa, I said. She goes by
That's
Isa.
okay. Harumi Isa. That's fine. Harumi is fine. Harumi is standing with her back to the ship, with his back to the ship, and smoking a cigarette.
Not hiding?
Not visibly where they're coming up, but kind of off to the side with his back to the ship, as if he's in a different area. But
the ship's actually anchored out at sea. You guys came over on a Zodiac.
Okay. Well, he's standing not where they're walking up, but over near a post or something, as if he belongs with some other part of the port, smoking a cigarette.
This is not a part. This is a carnival, a circus, if you will.
An abandoned evil circus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see where we are now. Cool.
Is there a tilt-a-whirl?
So
yeah, but it looks like it's in disrepair.
He's over here on these steps then, smoking a cigarette, looking like he belongs at the carnies.
Okay. BB and MA, you guys approach the lone man sitting outside. He's definitely not Aslantean. Does anybody speak Japanese? And Wargen, do you speak Atlantean? Does any of the Japanese characters speak Aslantean or Spanish?
No.
Harumi speaks. Hang on a second. Skills.
See, this is where that one karma would have been useful, Matt.
He speaks. True. He speaks English.
Okay. Do any of the Aslanters speak English?
No, they do not.
All right. This should be fun then. Okay. Anyway, Warjan, you're sort of sitting there waiting for these people to show up. Aramaki has sent you out ahead, you being the most social of the group, to greet them.
Okay.
They should be bringing a device, which you are to exchange for New Yen.
Okay. I'll just wait for them to approach. I will have improved reflexes on.
Now, where did Harumi go? Okay, no problem. Oh, I see. I'm going to put you back over here because they can't see you over there.
Okay.
Or I can't see you.
Sure.
You can be a little further out. All right, gangers, are you doing anything as you approach this Japanese man?
I am approaching. Rather openly. He's not sneaking or anything. He has the canister under one arm, just holding it there.
Large troll with a cyclopean eye saunters up to you, sort of cockily. In tow is an elf, a dwarf, 2 elves, a dwarf, and a human.
So Warjan is a very, very small elf with blondish hair, a dryad more specifically. He looks very, very small, especially compared to the troll that stands in front of him.
Notably because a Cyclops is rather large for a troll even.
He greets them in Japanese.
Question, is this dude here, is that the person that we're meeting or the group that we're meeting?
No, the 5 on the side here is the group that you're meeting. The person there with the ring of hair is your Wakagashiri Aramaki.
Okay.
Does Warjan bow?
Do you bow, Warjan?
Yeah.
He gives you a curt, short bow and says something like "Hajime Mashite."
And he just awkwardly he just points to the thing and just says, artifact, but in Spanish. Which I still think is artifact, right? Even in English.
Artifacto.
Yeah, something of the sort.
Could be. What do you do, Warjan?
And my understanding is I'm supposed to exchange that for a predetermined amount of money.
You're supposed to bring them in and get them talking.
All right. So I'm assuming there's a building specifically that we can use for this purpose.
There's sort of this circular area near the cannon.
Trying to find the cannon. Okay.
Right here, with the stars on it.
Is that what you were sent to retrieve?
The canister, you assume.
Did everything go well?
He wishes he could answer that.
He looks at you blankly.
Just,
you can roll
chose language that I thought everyone else knew. I didn't realize that we were speaking multiple languages.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what's up. Are you leading them back?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. The Japanese man motions and turns to head back into the circus.
And, BB looks aside to his gang. He's like, if I saw good, I guess we follow.
They roll in. I guess you're in the front. M.A., what are you doing?
Emmy is taking a look at the cannon and at these people. Can she roll oh my god, brain. She wants like a perception.
Yeah, sure. Actually, everybody should roll a intuition logic on the ganger side.
Okay. Just straight intuition logic?
Yep.
Two successes.
3.
Oh, you guys, you don't need to roll, Matt.
2 successes.
You're
Matt,
the
you're
one
on the
that
Japanese
you're the one
side.
they're trying to notice. You. 3 successes,
I got 2.
2 for you guys. I'll say defender wins on that one.
Mhm.
Shay, what have you got? You can see the dwarf near the back of the pack is sort of nervously fiddling with his Colt M22. The gangers are all openly armed, as if it's not an issue.
Just to be clear, Takeshi is started somewhere around here, but he could be over here. He's just picking a spot with a clear field of fire at these people,
Mm-hmm.
and preferably some amount of cover for himself.
Well, you're welcome to roll a stealth roll then as well. And you gangers can roll perception. Wow.
Do I know he's there?
You do.
I like to poke him out with my thermographic vision.
I don't know if Chichito's character was actually finished because this is his stats. His stats are bad.
Oof.
Thermographic
MA did
vision
not
is-
do well on perception.
Is it improved invisibility? Oh, you have naturalized anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, you can make a perception test. Did you make a stealth? You did. Great, thank you.
Takeshida's 4 on sneaking and 4 on perception.
Okay.
Ooh. Nope. I don't see shit.
All right, nobody seems to have noticed you yet. As you guys are sort of standing facing off, the short elf is not flanked, but sort of standing slightly behind him, sort of almost looking as if he's awaiting your arrival. Is an older man, probably in his late 60s, early 70s. A ring of white hair around him and dressed in a nice suit. He sort of looks upon you as you're approaching, almost compassionately. He
If he could lift a single eyebrow, he would just.
he says something to Wargen as Wargen gets back. Have them place the device on the ground.
Wargen said, uses his leadership and tells them place the device on the ground.
Okay. We'll use your leadership in as you trying to motion them to do so.
I was going to use commanding voice.
Oh, do they have to understand you?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
They may. I'll double check.
It's the one from Stolen Souls.
Technically, Street Armor's got it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that one was errated out.
I thought the other one was errated out.
No, the Stolen Souls stayed. The one in Street Grimoire turned into a authoritative voice.
Oh, I see. Well, you still get a plus dice on the roll, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Leadership. Should die. Yeah. Well, you're welcome to try it. They may not understand, but I mean, if you're just motioning to do the thing.
6 successes.
24 dice. How?
Charisma of 8. Leadership of 6. Specialization. Berwick suit.
Oh, I see.
Dryad.
I know how. I know. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet. You're welcome to roll, BB, to
I guess,
understand
like,
him.
judge intentions, I guess.
Sure.
Can MA roll to understand him?
Yeah, if you like.
3 successes?
Hmm.
The scratch your nose head here.
He appears to you. He wants you to put the thing on the ground that you're holding.
Oh, I think I thunk what you're thinking. It's, hoist it up, and just kind of, like crab shuffles ahead because he's trying to keep as far away from the thing really now as possible. Just leans over and sets it in the ground between the two parties. Like, okay, here you go.
¿Qué dijo? What did he say?
Did you roll judge intentions?
She's rolling 3 successes.
Yeah, you get the intention. It seems
No.
that he wants to take it.
No.
Can you roll
It's
a
not
composure
possible.
test?
Please. please.
2 successes.
Cool. Yeah, this seems like a bad idea to you.
Me gusta.
The little man, who's shorter than the elf, he's probably only about 5'4" or 5'6", approaches, his hands up, and reaches out and touches the top of the closed case. Punches in a few numbers as if from memory. As he does so, the case hisses, and you see it try to open on one side, and one side opens up freely, but the other side sort of sticks for a second. He whacks it with the side of his hand, and it opens up fully, revealing the glowing green orb inside. About the size of a basketball, appears to be cut in one solid orb from a large vein of jade, except it glows faintly with a sort of sinister green light. He nods and sort of strokes his small beard on his chin and turns to Wargen. Yes, this is it. Give them their reward. Except what he says to you, Wargen, isn't give them their reward. It's get rid of them.
Now the individual behind.
Oh, you know what? I forgot somebody else. Where is Yusaku sitting? Standing? Hiding?
I don't actually think he has hiding.
Is he out in the...
I suppose the big question is, did he summon a spirit ahead of time before they came here?
You probably wouldn't have had time.
Because it would require a ritual place, and we wouldn't have one in this area.
Not unless he had enough reagents.
He does, honestly, but that takes a few hours. I don't think they had that much time, right?
Still smiling, the little man turns and looks Wargen in the eye. He says, the legend says that the orb will grow in power from their souls. We shall offer it to the Shogun as a tribute. Finish them. And he turns and sort of walks back out of the area. Can everybody roll initiative? I'm also going to do one other thing here.
So I did say that I had increased reflex of killing. I just haven't rolled for it yet. So
Yep.
I will roll.
No problem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, guys. MA just lost consciousness for a second.
All right. Thank you for that. It's good TV right there.
I no longer have access to Billy. Oh, are you taking control of Billy? Am I Yusaku now?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going the opposite direction. Okay, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah. But it's
Why
going to be
can't I
fun for me.
See anything on roll 20?
What do you mean?
anymore? It just went blank. Oh, it's probably just loading.
Well, I did
Oh,
not have reflexes
this-
cast, so this is gonna suck.
Screen just went. Okay, I'm gonna re-enter it.
Nope, I'm changing something.
What has happened here?
Okay.
I don't want to become goo. Don't goo me, bro.
So we're killing off the old characters from the last.
Yeah, that's the problem. A
Emma's
couple
gonna
of them.
do what Emma's gonna do, man. She doesn't even have control over herself anymore.
I knew it was gonna go that way with her, anyways.
I mean, she's really trying not to goo people.
But
She would
doesn't
put
matter
them
to
back if they
leave,
didn't die while they were in goo.
right? If they didn't get smeared all over the place.
If they didn't get run over by people, she didn't do that. She just made them into goo. They could have come back.
But no. Well, they did come back eventually, and then those pieces are just everywhere.
In many, many pieces.
Okay, I'm going to need everybody's names in just a second. Okay, so then Takashita.
Yep.
Okay, and then Wargen. Do you guys want to describe your guys? Isa is what you're going by?
It's Harumi Isato Cannon. Isa for short.
Isa then.
ISA.
Yeah.
Say
Or
toe
Isato. Isato for people who are
And-
not familiar.
How do you spell your name, Brandon? Fuka.
It's Yusaku Funakoshi.
You.
SAKU. Yeah.
Okay,
we can
cool.
edit it once we have control of the characters.
You do have control of the characters.
Are we in the new thing or here?
Here, you should only have control over the Japanese ones.
Okay. Let me reload. I don't see a
You're up.
person.
You're up top left.
No, I see where my person is,
Yeah.
but I don't have a character attached to it. My character sheet's not here.
Yes, it is.
Actually, I don't see it either.
No, not for me.
I see
Did
it. Oh,
Did you hide
hang
it
on.
somehow?
Could you share it with me, please?
Sure, there you go.
Thank you.
That should work. You got it now?
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, I had it open in the other one to see it, but it was taking me time to go back and forth. Anyway, yes, now I'm in. Yay! Thank you.
Cool. Okay, let's everybody roll initiative then. Now that we're done.
All right.
I am out of 13.
Okay.
12.
If only I had some new and
15.
drugs on the way.
Okay.
Oh no, that was Emma Sally, but oh wait.
No, it wasn't.
That's not, okay, let me change this. It still rolls as Emma?
Well, that seems really necessary.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
because you changed your profile's name to MA.
yeah, it did roll as Harumi as a canon. You can see it there.
Could you highlight the new characters and the old characters, please?
The new characters are on the left.
Yeah, currently Yusaku is standing next to Warjin across the way there.
Yeah, you guys are all sort of sitting there.
There we go. That's fixed.
So the 5 characters to the right, those are all targets.
Correct.
That's right. Oh, what happened here? Why can't I access you guys now? Did you guys try to access the characters after I took them away?
No, but they did pop up for some reason.
It popped up for you? They're not popping up
Yeah.
for me for some reason.
It's popping up for me. But I can't see the character sheets, just like their highlight, their bio
Yeah.
and info. I see M. Salibotas.
Can
an
you
elven
close?
woman,
Can you close that?
27. Yes.
Yeah.
And Billy. There we go.
Yeah, because I was trying to share them, but no, they're not. Why are they not? That's stupid annoying. They were here a minute ago. Give it to me.
All right, so square people are good, or at least our side. Circle people are targets.
Yeah,
That's
circle
correct.
bag.
You have
Okay.
you figured it out.
Oh, except I'm a circle and I'm not a target of yours.
Oh yeah, but you're sort of
That-
back. If you're on the left, then
Yeah,
yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
But the
Ah.
green square is not a target.
Green square is the item. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you guys happen to know your initiatives offhand? Because I can't make it
25.
work now. No, good, I'll take that. But I meant
15.
for MA and for BB. Do you know what your rolls are?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's a stupid fuck high, yes. It's 13 plus 5.
I don't have it here.
So just roll 5d6 and whatever that's 13.
Okay, you're on 30. And MA, do you have any idea?
1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Are you modded in any way?
No, she's magical.
This is really
Yeah,
annoying that it's not
Does she have
working.
increased reflexes, I guess?
I don't think she currently had it going.
Yeah, I guess she would because she just woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, it might work now. Yeah, it did. Good. I just had to go
You
out
have
and come
access
back
to it
in.
now?
Yeah, I had to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay, now I can do this. Great.
Okay, I found her initiative roll.
Doesn't matter, I figured it out. You're too late.
I know. Well, I had to go back like 2 weeks.
Okay, so
Now
she's
this
on
is all
9.
making much more sense. I'm like, why would a Japanese-based adventure be called Gangs of Tenochtitlan? I know I can't pronounce it, but now I understand what's going on. It took me a while.
Yep. This is the changeover episode. Okay, top of the round is actually BB, but all I'm going to let BB do on 30 is make like a judge intentions to see if he can see it's changing over.
Mhm.
Let's get this framed up a little better here.
Can I roll a con as I'm trying to portray that
That will
that's
work.
not going on right now?
Try to assuage
Yes.
them as you reach into your coat.
Please,
Oh, it's fine.
please
it's
do.
fine, yeah.
Please do.
Okay. Everything's fine. We're all friends here.
Give him thumbs up. Thumbs up, big man.
Aramaki, when he tells you to, when he gives the order, he also hands you a briefcase full of Nuyen.
Okay.
Yeah. So he smiles and sort of approaches. What are you doing, Morgan? On 25.
Holding actions for a little bit longer. Like getting ready to cast the biggest lightning bolt of my life.
Cool. That was on 25. BB on 20 is just sort of standing there waiting for that briefcase to be laid out in front of him. Next up on 15 is Tigre, Issa, and Warden. I'll roll for Tigre.
So if I'm gonna lose my action, I'm gonna for that round.
You will.
I'm gonna do total defense, just so I don't lose it.
Okay. The girl in the hat and the respirator, actually they're all wearing respirators. You guys are finding the air, at least by the ocean, somewhat cleaner than in the city, but it's still thicker than back home. You can see that this woman with the blue, with the blue icon, is sort of eyeing you suspiciously on her turn.
On 15, Issa's just going to ready her weapon.
Which
she's
is?
got a red liner. Oh no, wait, that's her. She's got a.
She has a laser weapon?
No. Sorry.
Yeah, how did you start with that? Yeah.
No, she's going to ready her Ares Desert Strike long arm.
Sniper rifle.
Yeah, she's back here. She's just gonna he's just gonna do a little
Casually lit the sniper.
casual, light a cigarette and pull out the sniper, the Desert Striker, and just have it kind of behind here, behind this.
Just casually pulls a sniper rifle out and is like, it's cool, guys. It's cool. Okay, I have a feeling that the gangers probably noticed that.
I mean, do you want me to roll it stealthily?
No.
He's behind this
No,
thing.
it's a 6-foot-long rifle. There's no way that they're missing it. That you unsling it and ready it.
Well, does it have ruthenium covering?
It does not.
No.
It could.
It could, but it doesn't.
It could.
There we go. Oops. All right, you ready your weapon. Are you doing anything with it?
No.
Okay. That was 15 on 13. Takashita.
Takashita has been ready. He's still invisible. He is going to hold his complex action, but as a simple action, he's going to quickly ascend the other party.
Sure.
And see if there's anyone that's obviously awakened, spells active, spirits.
Yes, the troll and the elf in the front are both obviously awakened. The other ones appear to have different levels of cyber.
So, troll and elf, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And aside from that, he's ready with the AK and holding in case they do something funny.
All right. BB on 10. Who's got the money and what are they doing with it?
Yusaku on 12.
No, BB's on 30.
I said Yusaku on 12.
Oh, Yusaku on 12. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, Yusaku.
Yeah. I guess I should introduce the little guy first. Much of the same way that Warjin is a very small fellow, you see this little goblin-y, scrawny little asshole over here, just wearing like a traditional Oni mask over his face. And he's like, he just says that in Japanese plainly. He's like, well, you got the order, guys. And he's going to try to control thoughts on the big guy, the big ugly troll. He's recklessly casting this at a force 7.
Okay, sounds good. Logic willpower?
I believe so. 6 successes.
I fail. You gain control for the moment.
Does Big Billy have any counterspell?
No.
No.
Does Emma have counterspell? Let me double check that.
I think maybe.
I think so. I think she counterspelled something before.
I can't remember. I've been
Yeah.
building Issa.
It's been a minute.
Oh yeah, like 1 die.
Yeah, well, there, something.
It won't make a difference though. Yeah.
And he relays the thought to Big Billy. You sure want to kill that pretty lady next to you, don't you?
Billy, in return, draws a sword. And on 10,
He's got a sword too.
turns to look at M.A.
I mean, she definitely tried his patience a couple times, being controlled by that evil orbit such.
Especially since she's just a prospect, recently changed. This might not go so well.
Oh no.
Adios, Sammy.
M.A., a bit distracted, sees the sword as it's raised. Ooh, but does not get out of the way. What is the damage on this thing again? Something
Yes.
ridiculous, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 19p, AP minus 5,
Jesus
I think.
Christ. Okay, so the Cyclops draws a sword and then turns, frowns slightly, and splits this elf in half.
It's-
She goes down.
Didn't even fight back, that bitch.
You didn't have a chance to. And that's when things kick off.
Alright, I've been holding my action.
Yeah, you
I don't
can,
want-
can go.
Lightning bolt.
At whom?
Or I'm sorry, lightning ball more
Uh-huh.
specifically. I'm trying to catch them all however I can. So it's.
Are you worried about the device?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it outside the periphery of the lightning ball. So I'll center it away, but enough where I can catch everybody else.
Okay. Everybody gets a dodge except for M.A., who is in pieces. At a -2.
I am edging it.
Sure. Well, that was quick for M.A.
Six
She was-
successes.
A little injured already. Stunned.
Just a little out of her mind. No, this isn't going well for anybody.
Yeah, Willa always said, watch out for the witches.
6 successes? On what
Yes.
force?
It was a 4-7.
Okay. I think on most people, you have them by at least 3. So there's 4 successes. So by 2, by 5, by 6, sorry, by 5, by 4, by 3, and 2. So a minimum of 9p. I'll do a couple of soaks.
I just need to know if anyone dies. That's all I need as far as information.
Armor penetration would be -6.
I believe it would be -7 because it's a 4-7.
Oh, I thought it was 4-6. Okay. Hold on, there's one less there. Well, this did not go well for a lot of you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Billy takes, you got him by 2, I believe. 4, yeah, you got him by 2, so 7, 9p -4, so 5p. Also takes -1 to all his actions, and -5 to his initiative, which means that he should be done for the moment. Was he already hurt?
Nah. He had a couple stun.
Looks like he had 2 physical.
No, it might have been 2 physical. That was 2 stun. Where did you get that from?
Shade by 5. Shade takes over 10, and I think she goes down.
In that case, I get the point of edge back because of my revels in murder.
Oh, you're like
Quality.
that.
Rebels.
You're one of those guys, eh? She was already pretty badly hurt, and dies. Who's that
was
leave?
just
She already got 1. You got her by 5, so that's 12 damage. Yep, I think Mateo dies.
Excellent shot.
And Cheeto was also shot to shit. You only got him by 1, though. That's still more than enough to kill him. Damn. Okay.
so who's
A
left?
lightning ball explodes and rips through them, murdering all of these gangers. The only one standing still is the mind-controlled troll, who stands there for a moment. Oh, they do get to resist because they were heard. Nope, not right now. So, you guys stand as their bodies rack in electricity and sort of like pop and shift,
Should I shoot the troll now?
if you want to.
Yeah, he's left, and
He's unaware of you. AP mod on this.
I think it's 2.
Okay. It was a crappy roll, but he doesn't know it's coming, so. So 10p, even. He takes 12. You shoot him in the armor and it does not penetrate. You have another shot if you want.
Better.
You still hit him. 13 minus 7. He does take damage on that. His armor's 24? Well, it takes 3 stun then.
Just minimizing his ability to hit us in the future.
Yep, he's pretty tied up for the moment. Yusaku on 2, Takeshita on 3, Issa on 5, and Warjin, because you held your action and went on 10. I think that was your last action.
Okay, so Issa on 5.
Yeah,
Is
Issa, Yusaku, and Takeshita all get another.
She's gonna do a called shot with the long arm to his head.
Okay. He's currently still mind controlled,
Fine.
so he's
So-
just standing there. So go for it.
Cool. So she fires.
This is a called shot for the head.
Yeah.
It's at a -8.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Damn it. She
Or if you, unless you just want to do vitals, then it's -2. I mean -4. Sorry, but you do 2 extra damage.
Okay, I'll re-roll that properly. Sorry, I'll just go for vitals then. I'm gonna use edge to re-roll misses.
Okay.
Bitch.
Re-roll misses. 0 again. Okay.
Nice. Somehow
Nice.
he's standing there and you miss. Goes right past him. Takeshita and Yusaku.
Huh.
Takeshita, no, dozo. Please, you may have the honor.
Do I get 2 shots?
Yep.
There we go.
Oh.
Well, that one hits for sure.
So there's a 1 success shot and a 4 success shot.
Okay, still standing there under mind control. He's going to get to resist here. For some reason, my mouse went away. -2. Okay, resist 6 off the 14, so he takes 8 stun. And goes down. Looks like. Goes unconscious.
I'm gonna release the spell at that point. Just, it took you long enough. Yes,
As they all fall, Aramaki makes his way forward. Punches some numbers into the device. And it closes up again. Says, Warden,
Yes, sir.
carry this, would you?
Yes, sir.
Yusaku, collect the money.
Isa puts the weapon away.
Issa, check the beach. Takashita, with me.
Isa goes to check the beach.
You guys make your way out of the old carnival, down the white sand, to a lone Zodiac waiting on the beach. You guys are probably a couple of clicks easy from the nearest resort. And you can see the Akebono, a refurbished destroyer, basically, turned into a smuggling vessel, awaiting your arrival.
As I'm leaving the circus area, I start smudging the remnants of my spell.
Okay, cool. Is there a roll involved?
No, time.
Alright.
Yeah, likewise. Just rubbing the astral.
You guys clean the area up.
Takashita wants to try and sense whatever's in the box.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, please. By all means.
Be my guest.
One success on the green thing.
As you open up your third eye to look onto this thing, you're suddenly overwhelmed with the sensation of dread. Something is not right about this orb. You feel cold all inside, and you almost feel as if the voice in your head that usually, tells you when something's wrong or you've forgotten something or whatever, that voice in your head seems strange and dark, and it says, "You look like you would like some more power."
Alrighty.
Well, why, yes, I do.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, God.
You could have me all for yourself.
Do I feel tentacles?
Nope.
Hmm.
You see several images in your mind of you sitting upon the dais, men bowing before you, heads down in their kimonos, basically giving you reverence. You sitting upon the throne as the current Oyabun, as the shogun.
Yeah, not actually all that tempting for me. It's like, let me think about this. Shuts off the sensing.
You feel empty for a moment, and then it passes. You guys make your way back down to the beach. Aramaki never really smiles that much, and doesn't do things like praise, but you can see that he's pleased. You can tell that he's pleased with how things have went. The money, several $100,000, you're certain he will give as a gift to the Oyabun, along with this orb. And as you guys crest the waves and make your way back to the Akebono, he's quiet. All of you are. You attach the Zodiac and reboard the ship and set sail for Japan. It's going to be 5 long days again. making your way back to Tokyo, to the Chiba Prefecture. Is anybody doing anything on their trip?
Meditating grimly in the back, hunched over.
If we received any karma at all, I would have done some small skills just to get some skills up to 1, but I don't think we got
No
it.
karma yet. I'll probably award karma after we switch to the other game, the other
Okay.
Roll20 game, just for simplicity's sake.
One thing Takashita would do is I still have, I believe I still have 1 ad left in binding. So he's going to try and get an air spirit. Still have and bind it for future use. In binding. So he's going to try and get an air spirit.
You're just going to conjure an air spirit? Oh, you're going to try to bind. You're going to try to bind one on your way. I understand.
Well, you have to conjure it first and then bind.
Yes. Okay, be my guest.
3 successes.
If you would like, I can give you encouragement for that.
Sure. On the binding?
On the summoning and the binding.
I'm good with 3 successes on a summoning.
Well, every single success that you have on the summoning and the binding adds the total number of services. I can roll an inspire roll, or I'm sorry, direct roll with my leadership, and give you additional dice if that's what you would like me to do.
What was the force of the spirit?
Force 3. Yes, please. I'll take the extra dice for the summoning. I could use it there.
So you have an extra 7 dice for the summoning. And an extra 8 dice for the binding. I can't go over my leadership score in that, which is 8. So even though the 10 successes. Was that a glitch by the spirit?
Yep.
Or critical glitch?
It was just a glitch.
Does that get me? I've got 3 on summoning, 3 success on binding.
You should have rolled these extra 7 dice first for those first 3.
But if you're going to do this, I would have done it with a bigger spirit.
Well, we have what we have. It'll be fine because he may want to use the services and get something more appropriate in a situation later.
Well, he also rolled the summoning for a 4/6 spirit.
I thought it was force 3.
Yes, but you rolled 6 dice.
Yeah. Oh, it's not twice for that?
No.
Oh, my bad.
So that's why
I mix up additions sometimes. Well, there, 2 successes, no glitch.
So it looks like an extra 3 for the summoning, and then
You've got to buy 5.
I'll take that.
6, 4. You got to buy 4. So 4 services. That is what it owes you.
That works for me.
And then the binding is twice, though, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah. You got 3 at least. Did you roll those extra 8 dice for the binding?
Those were included on the binding.
Okay, so then it owes you a total of 6 services, and it's bound.
That works for me.
Cool. You spend your time doing that. The small smuggling crew that is operating the Akebono keep to themselves. You guys are down in the crew decks, not luxurious, very cramped and sort of uncomfortable, and you see very little of Arimaka. Aramaki. Keeps to his room the device with him. Although he left the briefcase of Nguyen. No, he would have taken that as well. On the third day, he comes out during a lunch break. You guys are all joking around and drinking sake on the way. And he stops briefly by the table where you're all sitting and says, I'm very proud of each of you. You've come a long ways from when we first met. All of you simply Koban. And now you sit here before me, Kyodai, except for our brother, Issa, of course, who has risen to the rank of Koman.
He bows.
This looks very good on me. You should all be very proud. Once we return to Tokyo, I have some business to attend to, but by the end of the week we should meet with the Oyaban, and we will offer him these gifts.
Alrighty.
Without much more to say, he heads back to his cabin. And you guys arrive in Tokyo a couple days later. Neo Tokyo is a breath of fresh air, cooler, more moderate temperatures than when you were last. Zihuatanejo was hot and humid.
Was the asshole of the world.
You guys pull into a shipping dock. Is that rolling? It is. You guys pull into a shipping dock and sort of file out, carrying your belongings with you. A shipping crate is pulled by one of the cranes down and dropped in front of you. Inside are your motorcycles.
Oh.
Aramaki moves the briefcase and the device itself into the shipping container once you've pulled your bikes off. You guys are sort of checking them to make sure that while they were stored, they weren't... nothing happened. Tightening up, whatever. Revving them up, starting the engines. Once he places the things inside, he motions to the crane and talks to one of the longshoremen. And you see that crane pick up the shipping container with the device in it, with the Dragon Orb, and moves it over into a stack of shipping crates somewhere in the middle. You see several other crates are added to the pile. He makes a phone call and says, "You can all go if you like. I will wait here with them." He motions to the longshoreman.
Guess I'll bow, depart, and head back, I assume, home.
Sure. You guys all pile on your bikes, and soon you're whipping through the streets of Tokyo, neon lights streaking past you. You guys all return to your respective domiciles?
Yes, Issa's going to go back to his apartment and work out, prepare for any studies, and read additional texts that he would. He's looking at psychology textbooks.
Okay. Cool. Everybody else?
Yusaku heads back to his mechanic shop.
You do. It's much as you left it.
Yeah, so it's pretty nasty, probably just the way he plays it.
Yeah. Takashita just goes home and chills and watches Godzilla movies.
Right on. Origin?
He goes to some of the richer hotels in the area, just basically convinces people to let him hang out with them and drinks their drinks, makes use of the rooms.
Fair enough. You guys all get some well-needed sleep in a bed, in the comfort of your own home, not cramped in bunks on a ship for 10 days, pretty much straight, with some random murder in the middle. You're contacted the next day by Arimaki. I have some tasks that need to be completed. Meet up with the rest of your crew and head to this location. They've refused to pay the protection costs. I need you to make an example of them.
Alrighty.
Okay.
He queries the boss. Shall I summon a friend?
Only if you think you will need it.
How big of a statement do you make?
One where they can still pay their debts.
Okay, I think that you'll be fine.
Could you please roll 6 dice for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Summoning a spirit.
You're rolling great tonight. I got 1.
5. So I have 5 services for now.
Yeah, you're resisting 2. So, what's everybody doing?
No drain.
Okay.
Hopping on my bike, heading out, I suppose.
Exactly. I'm going to go to where we typically meet. I'm assuming there's a typical meetup location.
There would be. Where is it?
I'm assuming that there's some sort of business in the area that is controlled by our organization. That there's a back area where we would normally meet up, but that's just an assumption.
Elaborate. What is this place? Let me know. Fill in the details for me.
It's the back of a laundromat. Behind all the machines, there's basically a set of rooms that are actually rather high quality as far as the lounge that they have there and the things that they have available. But it's the back of the laundromat.
Cool. You guys make your way to the laundromat. It's also an arcade in the front. They have pachinko machines and so on. And much as you described, it is Yakuza run and owned. You guys wait while you arrive. The owner of the place, the guy who runs it, Hoshi, greets you all as you enter.
Hello, Hoshi. How's your day today?
The kids. I spilled drinks all over the games. Doesn't matter how many I hit with my cane. Sort of motions at this metal walker cane. Doesn't seem to matter. They still come back with their drinks. And then he motions to the vending machines, which is full of drinks.
But they also come back with their cash.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't let them in here without cash. But they drink the special spicy ones. I want the spicy ones.
Spicy ones always taste the best.
Yes. But how are you, Warden? It's been some time.
I'm staying busy. But I'm waiting for everyone else to arrive. You can let them know that I'm in the back when they come.
He motions to one of the machines. I think someone beat your high score, but I'll tell them when they arrive.
Yeah. I'll go to the back.
Mm-hmm. You make your way. Press a couple buttons on the out-of-order washing machine, and a door opens behind it.
And I'll leave the the plinking and the clanking of all those metal balls going through those machines.
And walk into a room full of smoke and tables and people gambling.
But thankfully, there's at least some sound protection between the two places.
Definitely. There's actually a small office in the back where you guys usually hang out. You can see all the diehards have been up all night playing Mahjong again. Pachinko's out front.
Takeshita stops by, looks at that machine, makes sure he still has the high score.
Yep, you're one above Wargen.
We'll fix it on the way out.
The rest of the names are Wargen. It's Takeshita at the top.
That's what you get for having 7 edge.
You guys do anything when you arrive, Issa, or what is your name again? I'm gonna have a hard time remembering it.
Yusaku?
Yusaku. I keep trying to call you by your last name.
Funakoshi?
Yeah.
Also a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys do anything when you come in?
Do they have any games of Renju happening?
In the back, maybe, yeah.
I'll play some Renju.
Sure. You sit at one of the tables while you're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But roll edge.
Sure.
Unless you have a gambling knowledge or skill.
No, just gonna roll that edge. That's fine.
Sure.
So. I don't do well.
You lose $500.
Alright.
Yusaku does nothing out of the ordinary, just shuffles this goblinoid little man with bow legs, just walks in. If the dude tries to talk to him, he might, stare at him politely for a while, let him finish, and just bow his head and then keep
Hoshi does not try to talk to you. In fact, when you come in, he picks up a broom and goes to the other side of the room.
That's kind of what I figured as he just,
You see him sort of like peek over his shoulder at you, and when you guys make eye contact, he like looks away right away. And, oh yeah, starts brushing the ceiling with something.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah. You guys make your way into your back room. Everyone's there.
Okay. Is there anybody here other than us?
Yeah, there's one other Komon, Taki. He's just sort of crunching numbers behind the desk. It looks like. Sort of looks up as you come in. Hey, how's it going? What's up?
Okay.
Offers you a cigarette.
Thank you. All right, just gonna smoke a cigarette. Take a look around.
It goes, Aramaki sent you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He scribbles down an address on a piece of paper. Here, they're 3 weeks behind.
Oh, thank you.
The whole block is taking a key from their cue from them. They're starting to make noise about not wanting to pay. I figure if you give the mouthpiece a hard time, maybe the rest of them will fall in line.
We're on it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
3
how much
weeks.
do they owe?
They owe $2,500.
$2,500 Nuyen. Okay. We'll
Just
go.
from the one shop.
Mm-hmm.
But if the rest of them don't pay, it'll be a lot more than that.
Of course. Are they all behind?
Not
Just
yet,
this one.
but they're talking about it.
Any other whispers underground? Are they trying to unionize or?
Unionize. Just like when we tried to unionize, right?
Okay.
No, I don't think they're going that far.
Might
No.
have to wipe
Well,
out
then
the
this
whole
should
block.
be easy to clean up.
Just make sure that they don't do it again.
We'll clean up. All right. Where's the address that he scribbled down on the piece of paper?
You're holding it.
I mean, what does it say? I look at it.
Oh, it's not. It's in Chiba. It's sort of in the area of town that's gentrifying on the edge of the red light district.
Okay.
Oh, all of a sudden they get a Starbucks and start getting uppity.
I don't think they're too
Perfect.
good for the Yakuza now.
You know what?
Business?
Issa looks down at his suit. He's one of these young men who is very fashionable, has genderless makeup, perhaps, is wearing
Surprisingly common among Japanese men.
very common. Yeah, it's the masculine looking Japanese genderless makeup. He's wearing fairly nice clothing. He has a nice suit on, nice watch, nice shoes, an Armante suit, and will look perfectly in place in this part of the Chiba Prefecture. So he's happy to head out.
Okay. Anybody else?
Are you coming?
Oh, Takashida's going.
Yusaku decidedly less so. He's wearing his biker, racing outfit. Like he's used to being on the streets, racing up and down, collecting bets, as it were.
I'm definitely going along.
You guys make your way outside and grab and jump into your bikes and race off into the area. As you guys pull up to the place, or pull up onto the street, you see a group of people surrounding what looks like one of your koban. They have the poor kid down and are yelling at him and throwing things at him. We're not going to take it anymore. Get out of our neighborhood. This is our neighborhood.
I'm going to.
The kid's basically on the ground protecting his head while they're all sort of stomping and hitting him with things.
I'm going to calmly park my bike and walk over and go, big loud whistle. Not today for me.
Not like that. Okay.
No, not like that.
You whistle loudly. Yeah.
No, not happening.
Let's spend another 10 minutes with you just trying to whistle.
Hey! And he's going to roll intimidation.
Go ahead.
Three successes.
Well, following that, Wargen is going to do command.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Put your noses on the concrete.
Okay. Issa barks out an order at the crowd. They all sort of stop and look over, but when Wargen says it, they all sort of they don't seem convinced with the idea, but they definitely step away from the kid, who scrambles up and sort of like hobbles over to you guys.
Takashida's casting Levitate on whoever looked, one of the people that was actively beating him, preferably male.
Okay, sure, go for it.
And also, I was using commanding voice.
Yeah, but it's to convince them of a good idea, right?
It's that they follow the direction of the thing that I said.
But to the letter?
Yes.
Even if it's against what they would want?
Yes. They would either stand, it depends on how many successes. It's up to the GM. But yes, that's exactly what it does. So.
I didn't see the one ends.
Stolen Souls.
Oh, Stolen Souls, not shadow spells.
I think it's 181.
They move back and look fearful.
3 successes on getting one of them up in the air.
Okay. He's too heavy or resists. Does not lift.
East is gonna go up to him and grab his jaw with one of his cyber hands.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold him by the jaw. Do you want an unarmed for that?
Sure. They're not resisting after the commanding voice, though.
Okay.
But you can roll unarmed.
I got 1 success.
You grab a hold of his jaw. Like I said, he doesn't resist. Ugh. And you're sort of holding him by the chin.
We hear there's been trouble. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
As he was kicking this guy.
Let's see.
Oh, nothing about that. Nope. I didn't totally kick this dude in the ribs.
He looks around as if he's not ready to spill his guts out, but his eyes definitely shoot over to one of the buildings. It's the one with the address that you were given.
Perfect. Fall in line. I'm gonna toss him off to the side.
You shove him over.
Walk toward the building.
While we walk towards the building, I'm going to cast Petrify on that person she tossed to the side.
Sure. Go for it. Does body willpower resist?
Just body.
No, it's body strength. I looked it up last time.
I'm going to cast control actions on a different one of the ringleaders since my levitate didn't work.
Sure. Oops.
Three success.
Isaka's just walking to
My mouse.
He's
which
not
is
wasting time with
right.
these people.
Finally. Jeez. Okay. For some reason, my mouse has disappeared. Alright, first of all...
Who was intimidated by our commanding and booming voices?
Yeah, but somebody else did something before the control actions. Oh, Petrify.
Dude,
Okay. Yep, he's stone. And then
Let's do
willpower
that.
logic.
Until we get in the building.
Oops. Yep. You are controlling his actions like a puppet.
All right, turn to your buddy and kick him square in the nuts.
The one who is just some other guy, another one who is a statue now, right?
Not the one who's a
kick
statue.
the statue. It would be hilarious. It would be utterly hilarious.
Another one of those people that were beating the kid.
Sure. He gets hoofed, and you can see them start fighting each other.
Yes, hilarious. Let's go.
You guys make your way into the shop. Behind the counter is a couple of middle-aged folks, and they seem to be in the midst of a conversation with a small group of the neighborhood associates, let's say. It's like the people who seem to be the ringleaders of this thing. And they're discussing, well, I think we should take them where it hurts. I heard they have a clubhouse on this street outside the red light district. And the place that he mentions is one of your holdouts. As you guys enter into the room, everyone shuts up for a second. You see the two people behind the counter sort of nervously glance around, and one of them looks down behind the counter.
So I'm going to cast increase reflexes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll do the same.
I'm going to cast control actions on the one behind the counter.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the one who just averted his eyes
Nice.
and look him straight in the face.
Oops.
And let's try an etiquette roll. Let's approach him politely this time. Hello, good sir. We've come to wrap up some business that's been outstanding.
Can you roll etiquette?
3 successes.
Okay. Oh, greetings. We were just talking about you.
I'm sure you were. We're here to collect the outstanding payment.
That is not going to happen. We've decided we don't need your money we don't need your protection anymore. We'll protect ourselves.
How much?
He's gonna roll intimidation.
Okay.
Assisting on that? No.
4 successes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. If he's
But it's-
assisting, then just get 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
Would you like some inspiration with that?
Sure. What's that look like? For
You get an extra 8 dice.
Sweet.
So 10 dice.
Yeah.
What are you saying to inspire them?
I'm just reminding them what it is to be a member of the family as such, and that we need to protect them. Let these people know exactly what that or don't let these people take away our honor.
So it's an extra 3 successes, so 7 total.
Okay. Yes, but the Sumiyoshi Kai, they support us. They will free us from your rule. We will no longer pay the Yamaguchi Gumi. We refuse. We've changed allegiances. You must understand that.
I powerbolt that dude in the face.
Okie dokie. Go ahead.
What do I have on my the dude I controlled?
Oh yeah, how many
6
successes did you get, Matt?
I got 4. No, I got 3.
Okay. If my
Is that-
freaking mouse would just do what I want it to do. I'm like guessing where the boxes are because my mouse is not showing up. Okay, so control actions. That's willpower and logic. Okay, he fails. You are in control of his actions. And this is just body, right?
Yeah.
For the powerbolt?
Yeah, you got him by 4 on the powerbolt. That guy's head caves in.
Yeah. Blah. Just go.
He dies.
And so I guess Yusaku just, waves his hand like a knife in the air, just, what a sight. Just shut up. Just blip, there goes his head.
Yeah, that guy's face suddenly blackens with wounds and blood spurts from his eyes as he sort of lets out a low moan and keels over dead.
Issa's gonna look to the next one.
You were told specifically not to kill them.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, you see.
Takashita has the one that was reaching for something. Pull it out, put it on the counter, and open up the cash drawer.
They take the shotgun from below the counter and work the slide to pump a couple of shells onto the counter, and then he opens up the cash drawer. The whole time being like, what's happening? What?
There's been a terrible accident here. It must have been one of your fellow workers, as we didn't touch anyone.
The ones on the same side as the counter as you are starting to look very sheepish, and are kind of like leaning into the shelves and so on, and trying to stay out of sight, not take the direct brunt of this assault.
Your
Who was killed?
One of the ones behind the counter. One of the ringleaders.
Was it one of the shop workers?
It was one of the yeah. It was the shop owner.
Can I pull enough cash out of the register to cover what their payment is?
There's not even enough there. They've got about $250.
All right, taking all of that, I'm gonna. Well, the guy on mind control, take me and open up the safe.
He turns against his will. I'll never tell you the combination. You must be crazy if you think I... Wait a second. What? And his legs start moving him towards the back room.
I think the owner of this establishment must have been taking some terrible drugs, considering what the blackness of his face suddenly is.
A couple people start nodding enthusiastically with you. Oh, yes. We heard he was an addict as well.
It's very sad and very dishonorable. We would be happy to offer you protection from whatever demons were plaguing him and his addiction.
Yes, protection, but the Sumiyoshi Kai,
We'll take care of them. They have no business threatening you like that.
They sort of look from one another and nod. Yes, you are right.
Very well.
You make your way into the back room, Takashita.
Yep.
He takes you back. There's a safe on the floor. Says, I won't tell you.
I'd like to mind probe him.
Yes.
Okay. You make your way into the back room. Go ahead and mind probe him.
He doesn't have to tell us. He just has to open it.
Well, you're controlling his actions, so unless
you don't know the... Yeah, exactly.
4 successes on that mind probe.
Just a second while I guess where this stupid thing is. Come on. Almost got it. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Roll 20. Yep. Oh, aha! I got it. Okay. I found it. I found it. All right, we're good. Sorry, what were you rolling against? Mind probe?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Yep.
And so he roughly grabs a fistful of his hair, this spindly little dwarf, just puts his hand to his forehead. So,
You reach up and grab him by the hair on the side of his head and yank him down to your eye level.
just come down here for a second. I gotta think at you for a second.
As you do, tendrils begin to spread into his mind. And you get 3 successes over him.
Yeah.
You find the combination easy enough. 64, 28, 32.
He relays this to the group, and then with another success, I'd like to find what the memories he has of the contact with the what were they, the Tsukishima?
They are called the Sumiyoshi Kai.
He's going to recall any information he has on those people and give it to Warjin.
He remembers a couple of things. The Sumiyoshi Kai representative said that they would have to pay them less, roughly half of what you were paying them. But he also remembers a conversation outside that the Sumiyoshi Kai is attempting to move in on several Yamaguchi Gumi neighborhoods. This being one of those, the first of those. And that they've been having some traction in some other neighborhoods as well.
Actually, wait, Issa's the one in charge, right? She's the one in charge.
Issa technically is the highest ranking Yakuza among you.
Yeah. So I would be telling her this information.
Mm-hmm.
Him, yes, him. Him. Him.
Yes. Okay, you relay this info.
Then I release him.
He sort of he looks pained as you let him go. sort of rubs his head where he had his hair. But
Pitch black tentacles leaving his head.
Is anybody else doing anything?
We have everything we came for.
Open the safe.
Yeah.
Inside the safe is a stack of cash, $5,000, as well as a pearl-handled revolver.
Very nice.
I will take exactly what was owed.
You take the 2,500 out. You put
And
the other
leave the rest.
2,500 back. Yep.
Yeah. And close it and say, this is only what was owed for our protection. We'll be back next month. Next week. And we expect that you will be prosperous.
I like to roll an intimidate on that.
Sure, go
Rest.
for it.
Where he's gonna lead into him and say, "No, you dishonor your family for having forsaken your loyalties."
His
Very
eyes become downcast. You gonna roll the intimidate?
Yeah, 4 successes.
Yeah, he shakes a little bit.
They're in the back. Is there something that looks like I can safely shoot into?
Your gun?
that
No, the pearl-handled revolver.
Oh,
was locked back into the safe.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like, no, I want it. Damn it.
Well, I wasn't going to take it. I was going to empty it by firing it into something in the office and then walk out through the front where all those people standing around just heard a revolver getting empty.
You're welcome to fire your own gun if you like.
AK into the air, you know, the old prestige. They just, yeah.
If you're going to do that, might as well put it in the owner's hand.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the combination to the safe.
Yeah, let's open the safe back up.
Sure.
He was that damn good.
You take the revolver out. You fire it
Right
into
back.
the desktop terminal.
That'll work.
Sure. You fire 5 shots into the terminal.
Drop it. Make the guy continue to stand back there, and then we'll walk out.
Okay. You guys make your way out.
So we walk out through the front, see if anybody's still standing there. They heard 5 shots go off. And we
People are
just
sort of... The 4 that were out front when you all walked into the back have left. But once you leave the shop, you can see that the group that was sort of ready to stand against you has sort of made their way further back, and they're all sort of watching from across the street or further down the street. But nobody's moving to intercept you or get in your way.
Are any of them business owners?
Some of them do look like they might be business owners from the street, yeah.
I'm going to walk up and use an etiquette to see what information I can ascertain about who's been coming around here, who from the other group has been coming here, and what promises they may have been left or led to believe.
Okay.
What is her rank?
She's a
His
Komon.
rank.
He's a Komon.
So I'm gonna say in a commanding voice, answer the Komon.
One of them spills that the Sumiyoshi Kai came around earlier this week and last week, offering protection, offering lower rates. He believes that a couple of the shop owners were given gifts, all in a similar vein. He believes that the one shop owner received a Tonto, another a revolver, another a club, but made of but like ivory lined. Some almost symbolic but beautiful weaponry were offered to fight back against the oppressive hand of the Yamaguchi Gumi, which is you guys.
I think I might go back and take back that revolver, actually.
Okay, you go back and take it out of the safe finally.
So that's coming with me now, and I'm gonna give it to Issa as evidence.
Issa will take it in a scarf or like a cloth and wrap it.
Okay, you leave Takashida's prints on it.
No, I rub it as I.
Okay, sure.
I am smudging the shop before we leave.
Okay. As you do so, everybody moves back to the bikes and waits. It's at that point you got, I suppose, Issa receives a phone call, but this is also where I think we're going to leave it for the night. I want to thank you guys all for joining me. I want to thank you guys for playing with me. Do you guys want to do a brief introduction, the new players and the old players, for anybody who might not know?
Moshi Moshi. My name is Mika, and I am playing Harumi Issa Cannon. Issa is a Komon, a specialist of extraction of information with this particular gang of Yakuzas, and has a rather tragic story. He has a twin sister, who is reported to have died in an explosion. And as such, he lost both of his arms and legs, and currently has cybernetic replacements, and has been working his way up the Yakuza. His father is a little bit, or now retired, but was above them in the organization, and so he was promoted this way. He's a genderless, slight in build,
Human.
a human man with platinum blonde dyed hair, smallish frame, is relatively quiet and focused, but intimidating in his gaze and in his use of his enhancements.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I am playing Takashida. He's a roughly mid-30s Japanese human male. He grew up as a street kid. He was inducted into the Yakuza early. It's really the only life he's ever known. A while back, he was severely injured in a Yakuza operation. He was reconstructed. He got some bone lacing, had his eyes replaced, was cyberware. But while he was in recovery, after all that trauma is when he actually awakened. And Raven came to him, so he is now a Raven shaman. But having no street smarts, he's getting all of his magical knowledge through his totem.
Cool, thank you. Next. Go, but my video is pausing for some reason.
Okay.
My name's Sebastian. I'm playing Wargen, who is an adept that was recruited into the Yakuza because they saw his abilities manifest in the neighborhood, and he was brought into the organization and slowly worked his way up. He primarily prefers to support an operation instead of the focus of the operation, although he encourages the rest of the team and enhances their abilities. He also has the ability to engage in spell casting and the summoning of spirits, but he's not a frontline fighter. He's very, very fragile, so he prefers to support the whole entire operation. But most of the time he just commits with people to do what needs to be done, or cons people, or uses his social skills in general. But that's the character I'm playing right now.
Thank you. And last but not least.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy Zargan. Previously, Big Billy Barbosa from the Gangs of Tenochtitlan campaign.
Close enough.
I'm now playing Yusaku Funakoshi, who is a Kurobokuru dwarf, which means he's a little smaller, a little more spindly. Kind of looks a little goblin-y, considering he's probably the ugliest thing you've ever seen in life. But he wears a mask, so it's okay. You don't have to look at his face. It's fine. And he's much like Issa. He comes from a family of pedigree in the Yusaku, or the Yakuza family, but exactly opposite. He is a necromage, and a gifted one at that. But he's more like the pit bull on a chain than anybody standing noble. And as far as Japan is concerned, dealing with unclean spirits is a no-go.
Thank you. And you have all been handpicked by Aramaki, the Wakagashira. Originally, in very close relationship with the previous Oyabun, the shogun of the Yakuza. They were very close until the Oyabun's untimely death. He was succeeded while the role was supposed to go to Aramaki. He was succeeded by his son Ishikawa, who now sits upon the veritable throne. Ishikawa is a very brutal young man who does not follow all of the tenets of his father, but being in the position that he's in, Aramaki doesn't have much to go on, and graciously accepted the position of Wakagashira, second in command. All of you, are somewhat outside of the Yakuza's normal, like what they would see as the norm, and those are actually the reasons that Aramaki-san chose all of you to be a part of his crew. Each of you have grown rich under his tutelage, and from what you remember coming up through the ranks, Aramaki was one of the better advisors to the previous Oyabun. With that, we will end this episode, and we'll see you guys all next week. I want to thank you all for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and we are out.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.